Trust your emerald heart. Be who you came here to be. Unlock your true potential.
Hello. Welcome. My name is Victoria Kshevitskaya, and I am a founder of B-School Space. And today I would like to talk to you a little bit about light codes, light language, and all these beautiful things which are really catchy when you see them, but sometimes people get confused what they truly are and why is she posting them, or how do they really work, all these kind of things. And I receive many questions, and sometimes I refer people to my webpage where I have an article and a collection and categories and all this of all the codes which I created, but and I also have a publication where I speak about that, but people get confused, so I decided to pop up here and give you a little bit more information. So welcome. Today we're talking about that. Just relax a little bit and allow your reasoning mind, your logical mind, to go have lunch, and your heart to stay here and listen to me through your heart with the highest and purest frequencies, and set up an intention that you would like to open your mind to something that you never thought about, or maybe would like to know about, or just open up for something new, which is always great, isn't it? So I actually have a whole bunch of codes created over the last half year. It's like many, and these are just the paper codes, some of them which I currently and constantly use with my clients. Some of them are digitalized, some of them are not, and I'm currently in the process of digitalizing all of them and making them proper description and proper representation of what they truly are. And when friends or clients come to visit me, I usually give them the folder and invite them to have a look and to ask the highest and purest frequencies and the divine source to guide, to tell which one your heart wants to know more about. And usually, like by magic, people choose those which they truly need for this particular moment. And because the heart knows which one works better for you, for your particular situation, for this moment. So basically, the light codes and light language, they are a healing modality to work directly with the subconscious mind. This is my personal way of helping to reprogram the mind of people. Those people who come to me to work one-on-one or in the group settings, or take my programs, they here or there they face a necessity to deal with particular questions. So for example, person like what I was posting today, judgment is a big thing in the society, and sometimes a person comes to understanding that it's time to address that, and you no longer want to be judgmental or to be judged, and you understand that it's time to release that, but you don't really know how to tap into that. And light codes which I create, they have 3 components: the visual representation, the image itself, the audio representation, and also the energy work which I'm doing while I am creating that. So how I do that is I set up an intention, and I set up an intention that I will be, for example, working with judgment, and then when I am connected with the highest and purest frequencies, I start creating with this vision in mind, and I allow the spirit to dance. I allow the spirit to create whatever wants to be created, but then I also feel and understand what kind of energy work needs to be done in this particular case, so that this particular question is being resolved. And for example, I'm currently working on a beautiful offering which includes 3 things. One is a recalibration portal, another one is emotional purification, and another one is family acceptance and ancestors acceptance. And this is like a 3 things which are like, when you don't know what they are, you kind of like get like, whoa, what are those about? But in fact, like, when you understand that, you come in contact with many different energies during the celebrations, family reunions, friends reunions, things like that. You get in contact with lots of different energies, and you start thinking things, or some things happen to you which are not truly yours, although you understand that. And as soon as you understand that, it's time for you to return to the 0 point, to your own center, to your own heart, to your own angelic code, to where you were to begin with. And that's the recalibration portal. And then emotional purification is necessary when we experience some things, and during our life we experience lots of different things, like lots of different emotions, and some people have absolutely no emotional intelligence to be able to understand what those emotions are actually here for, and they just allow these emotions to run the game. Although you don't have to be in that kind of process. And then emotional purification is like also like clearing up the space, removing your energy centers, and recalibrating and coming back to the center, coming back to the heart, with an intention of actually having this awareness of what is yours and what is not. And regarding the family and ancestors acceptance and purification, and it's an ability of very deep listening, like to understand what is beyond the words. Like, for example, you connect with your parents, and the parents start judging your path or your attitude or something of that kind, and then you get into this trap of having reactions rather than respond, and being not confident in your own self-expression, and you have this emotional reaction. You're being very out of balance, although and you disconnect with the family. Although at some point you come to understanding that there is a big wisdom and a lot of support in the reunions, in the connection with your family, and you incarnated with this particular family because you had a particular mission and a particular job to get done while you are being with these people. So these 3 things are offered as a set, and you can contact me directly. It's not released yet. I'm still working on the technical delivery of that. And the other thing is light code itself. You can see it as just a picture, right? But you can also see it as a powerful tool for your work. And then when you listen to the audio which comes together with it on the webpage, they are represented on you allow these words to come into your subconscious mind, and you start thinking like, oh, I'm so judgmental, like, or somebody is judging me and I'm so like not able to tolerate it. But why is it touching me so much? Why am I so concerned about it? And then you realize that, like, okay, I'm actually searching for outside validation all the time. I am having this necessity for somebody to confirm that my path is right, for somebody to tell me, oh yes, you are doing it right, oh yes, for your mom to say, oh, I'm so proud of you, like, yes, of course, it's amazing when our parents are proud. We strongly have this like strong necessity to confirm that we are walking the right path, and we don't know without this confirmation whether we are going the right way or not. And there are many different things. So for example, like to address like judgment is just one example, because I've been working with it today. Other things like purification, recalibration, these are all like energy work. But for example, some particular type of activations like intuitive abilities or telepathic abilities, or like forgiveness. The forgiveness is a beautiful example. Like, most of the time it's hard for us to forgive someone, especially ourselves, and this is a path for many. It's like we get stuck in this like grudges, and we are not able to fully forgive ourselves for what happened, and we kind of like keep coming back to that, and then the situation plays out so that in our life we have many events, repeated patterns, so that we can address that. But the important thing is that we actually need to learn how to recalibrate and how to fix that something, the wound itself, rather than the reminders in our life. So it's like we go back to the inner child, we go back to the ancestors, we go back to like with this past life regressions, and see what was that which makes us address this question, or like what is that which asks us to look into this like compassion and pure love. So yeah, the light codes are an opportunity to change your perspective and to zoom out and see your own reactions and your own attitudes, just like as if you are playing a game and you are not on the board anymore, but you are that person who is playing this game. So it's just an opportunity for you to actually take the responsibility for your own reality which you're building, and for your own reactions which you're creating, and rather than being triggered all the time with like unconscious activities, especially unconscious activities of others, or judging those others for this and that and that. Instead of all that, you just take the responsibility and start creating, start being your own true self, who came here with a particular mission in mind, and you unlock that mission, you understand what you're here to create. And for many people it's just it's a lifetime process to look into this, like, what am I here for? And even I know people who are like 40-50 years old and they don't know, and they get trapped into this process. But I think that it's important to teach our children that they can be here in their authentic expression since childhood, so that they don't run in this trap like we did, but instead of that, they can already start sharing their gifts and knowledge, which they came here to share. So yeah, send me a message if you would like to schedule a pre-event. All my products have a pre-event opportunity, so we have a call and I will tell you more of how you can use, how you can dive deep into the spirituality, what kind of offerings you have. So for example, if you have a really broken heart, I have a special offering for those. Because closing past relationship and releasing the grudges is a very important thing, and sometimes we get trapped into these repeated patterns for quite a while, for some years. Instead of like really enjoying our life, we keep facing the same things over and over and over and over again. And as soon as you notice that it is a pattern, it's an opportunity for you to step out of it. And it's actually easy to do, although we have to work with the subconscious mind, and it is called subconscious mind because it's not so easy to identify, although you go into that place of like unseen and unknown, and unlock those feelings and understand, okay, this is what it was, this is the program from my childhood, this is the program which I received from my ancestors, this is the program my grandmother was talking about, and then you just remove that, recalibrate, reprogram, rewire, and just start living a happy life. I had sometimes my clients, they have really amazing ideas, like beautiful, amazing, divine source received ideas, which are just so fantastic. They can really have a huge impact on life, although it's really hard to anchor them down, especially when you have lots of fears, right? And when you address those fears, when you look into the fears, and when you work with the fears, work with the limiting beliefs, work with this limitations of the mind, which are usually the situation, then you have a chance of unlimited possibilities. And this is what I do on my one-on-ones, and so if you would like to have a pre-event, send me a message. There are opportunities of having just one session, or a series of sessions, or going into a program, or just ordering a personal light code, or working with a particular problem. So there are many different ways, and I will be happy to support you. So send me a message and I will talk to you soon, okay? We'll be releasing the judgment release and support activation tool very soon, so stay tuned. Or if you want, you can join the newsletter on the webpage, on the link in bio, and I will be sending the email notifications for that. I love you all, and greetings from Bali. Bye bye.